every single song is about drinking rum. Like, why do we fantasize drinking so much? Why do you guys
Because
think
we
that?
love drinking rum.
They'd be like, what is the pressure? Like, they
You have food and you have a roof over your head.
If I'm down, she gonna beat me. You know, I fell down to my mom. Your mama open her arms like this. I love my mama.
You may have some melancholy.
What?
Brandon, can you spell that for me?
M-E-L, Collie.
Spelling bee.
Guys, welcome back to episode 6 of the KIC Back podcast.
Wait, first and foremost, before we start,
Yeah.
happy Nurses and Happy Teachers Week.
Wow.
Shout out to us who make the world a better place.
Happy Teachers Week, Brandon. Brandon, so
Thank
what
you.
do they do for you at school this week for
They
Teachers
gave me
Week?
some free donuts.
Wow.
They treated
But you
us
had
to
some
like a
mozzarella
taco bowl
sticks.
on Cinco de Mayo and
Wait, what do they give you?
like some like taco bowls.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
without the shell, but you could fill it with like lettuce,
From where?
tomatoes. I don't know. It looked like a bootleg Chipotle, but it's taste. If it looks good, as Andrew Zimmerman says, if it looks good,
Eat it.
eat it.
I'm a big Andrew Zimmern fan.
Yo,
Right, Brian?
I love what bizarre foods. I go to sleep to that. Literally, I go to sleep.
There was an episode he was in like Guyana and Trinidad too, right?
He was. He
His
was.
favorite dish came from Trinidad.
What was that? Doubles?
I don't know if it was doubles, but he did say one of his favorite places to eat at was Trinidad.
Trinidad by Brescia.
Wow.
Guys, so we've had an amazing amount of love and amazing amount of support.
Yes.
Thank you guys, everyone, for supporting, for watching, for your comments, for your DMs. Really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, you almost got 2,000 followers already.
I know.
And I said
Definitely.
3.
First of all, hold up. Time out. So when we first started this, right? I remember Brandon made a comment along the lines, quote unquote,
12 followers, yeah.
3 viewers. And I said no. Them 3 viewers was gonna turn into 12.
Yo, these cups
And then
are
the
lit.
12 is gonna turn into 20.
What's
And
the
then 20 is
camera?
gonna turn into 100. Come on. Look at us. We're doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I think that it by itself need a round of applause because definitely,
For sure.
come
Well,
on.
guys, and this is a team thing, right? We're all doing a great job, right?
Also, to you viewers, definitely like, subscribe, and share.
I don't know, what are they commenting?
Right,
Tamesh,
think
what do
about
you
it.
got? What are your thoughts on like how it's been going so far?
I mean, I think it's been great. A lot of people's reached out through, Richie's got like 10 accounts. He's commented all night. Like that. I mean, wake up in the middle of the night with notifications on Instagram. Like Richie's commenting on for the 3rd time.
While he's
Hold
driving, he
on.
on his Facebook checking that status.
Okay, you gotta stop doing that, Rich.
I'm a social
Um,
media guy. What can I say?
But yeah, it's been great. I mean, a lot of love. A lot of people have been giving recommendations for potential guests. So we definitely got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, which I'm looking forward to. So, keep the suggestions coming. We're here to represent the community. So if there's things that you guys want us to talk about or things that you guys want to see, let us know. We'll try to make it happen,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, I don't know if you ever heard about this show. There's a podcast called Diary of a CEO. And I listen to that podcast all the time. And it's just portrayed in such a nice way, the way it's edited, the way it's cut. And I was like, why can't we do something like that for us? Right. And Bryan pushed the idea and, it's been going great. And this is episode 6. Right. So,
Honestly, I think it's one of the best things we ever did, like, for the community.
yeah.
Being able to let the community enjoy what we do, also enlighten the community, with certain things for me,
Yeah.
and getting feedbacks. That's one of the big things too. We always love getting feedbacks.
Also, shout out to our guy Danny. You guys don't see
Danny,
him.
yeah.
Danny,
Our
Danny, behind the
producer,
scenes, definitely. Danny, you gotta come in front of the
Danny,
camera, boy.
Can you show yourself in front of the camera?
Come on, Danny.
He puts up with a lot of our BS.
Don't be scared. No, cut this out, Danny.
Yeah.
We love Danny. He's a great friend to us now, and he's been awesome in this,
If it
journey.
wasn't
now.
for him, we wouldn't have gotten to this point,
Yeah, he's been great. He's been great. But guys, so we wanted to take a little bit of a break today from the guests. The guests have been amazing. Don't get me wrong, right?
Lightly.
Guests have been awesome. We've had some really, really nice guests and a lot more to come too. But we want to do something a little bit different today. A lot of folks have been saying that they want to learn a little bit more about us, our perspectives, our, experiences and stuff. And we had a little bit of a poll on Instagram,
Nice.
and the poll suggested that a lot of folks wanted us to speak about toxic things that our community normalizes.
So why is it that for Coolie people, well, sorry, not Coolie people, let's say Guyanese people in general or the Caribbean community, that every single song is about drinking rum. Like, why do we fantasize drinking so much? Why do you guys
Because
think
we
that
love drinking rum. We have rum fat cheese. Remember, sugar cane. Our people was brought to Guyana and Trinidad to plant sugar cane.
I ain't no
but not the
alcoholic.
sugar, but not
Right.
She need
Sugar
that.
cane.
Sugar land.
Sugar turned into rum. And what you think they're
Molasses,
gonna
yeah.
do?
Some of my
Rum
viewers out
don't
there.
bother me. Look,
Oh,
y'all
no.
don't vex
Oh,
No,
me.
well,
yeah,
guys.
gotta
Well, look,
sing it.
I think the sort of like, argument could be made that everywhere has a rum factory or a liquor factory, right? But you don't hear American songs talking about like,
Yeah, I mean, like every
bring the
single
rum,
song. Yeah.
No,
bring it come.
That's true, but viewers, if you could guess what's in my cup, you'll get 10% off if you book us in your next wedding.
It's coffee, Brandon. What the hell's wrong with you?
Let me show the camera.
No, but for real. So like, if you think back, right, and as long as I've been alive, and you listen to any sort of chutney song, it's always about like
Yeah,
drinking rum,
Yeah, hanging out.
hanging out, liming, right?
Always going to fet.
Always going to fat, right? Which I think is fun, right? Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it, right? It's always nice to have a good time.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I think for, the youth who can't really turn that off, it could get a little bit.
Well, I think that's the
Confusing.
problem, right? And I remember listening to these chutney songs when I was small and thinking like, this must be a joke, right? Like this has to be like satire or something. But like, no, it's the truth. Like people actually go in the studio, they actually produce these songs, they sing them and they perform them live. And I'm like, wow, like, that's crazy that this is all they talk about. And then they have multiple songs where they talk about the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, okay, so like what kind of message are you really sending, right? Because then it gets bad when people actually perceive that their life is just consistently revolving around drinking all the time.
One thing I always see, right, being the fact that I live like literally up the block from a school, one thing I always see when I'm outside, these kids will come out of school and you will always hear them singing the latest song that's on the radio.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a quick example. Let's see what you got, Brian.
The radio.
Prime
Drop that
example,
Drake.
like,
Drop
like-
that Drake.
Huh?
Drop that Drake.
Drop that. No, just like
They're not like us.
all
They're
the
not-
new songs that's that's just releasing,
Mhm.
that's on radio.
Get a load of this
You got
guy.
these kids that's like singing these songs over and over and over,
Yeah.
but you will not hear these kids repeating their book over and over.
Yeah.
Brian, did you ever read a book growing up?
Oh, of course I did.
That's what's wrong with you, man.
No. Brian's a smart
Yeah,
guy.
of
course I
Brian's a
did.
smart guy.
Trust me, I did.
Mm.
What book?
A lot of books actually.
Give me a title.
Um,
Give me the author. Give me the illustrator.
The Ram Charitamanas by Tulsidas.
there you go.
That's a good one, Rich.
Or the Bhagavad Gita.
Who's the Baba Gita by?
That's a good question.
God.
I don't even know who it's by. Who's it by?
I thought it was written by Arjun.
Oh, damn, Mesh.
Damn.
Arjuna in the
Arjuna, right?
yeah, in like the battlefields, right?
Right. Depicting.
Brand, you know what I'm
the
talking
whole-
about?
Damn.
No
Brandon.
clue.
Biggest-
No clue.
Brand, but all right, so what are your thoughts on that though? Like all the songs being about
So all these songs nowadays that people are producing, right? Some of them have meaning, but not a lot of them have like
the classic songs, do the classic
Yeah, the
chutney
classic songs. Yeah, but like Rum Do Badami, all the rum songs, right?
It's really good though. It's
I
really catchy.
understand. Yeah, it's catchy, right? But do it really have meaning behind it? Like that's why I act like sometimes I go home and I
I
think
think some of them do.
maybe it does, but sometimes I really go home and think like when Caribbean men go home, do they really like continue the drinking, beat their wives, do this and do that? Because like I see a lot of like in the Caribbean community, right? Everywhere we go, when it's Monday to Thursday, we're working hard, coming home, eating, going to bed early, showering, brushing our teeth, whatever, to do the same thing the next day. And the minute Friday hits, when they get those tips money or their check comes in, what's the first thing they do? Run to the liquor store, take a couple drinks, go home. Saturday, take a couple drinks. Sometimes even Sunday, take a couple drinks. To repeat the process on Monday, right? So, with the drinking and, a lot of health problems come along with it. Like, is it really worth it? So, like, with the songs being produced, it's actually like the truth, right? Like when Ravi B and all those famous chutney singers sing, right? Shout out to Ravi B. I met him actually this weekend. I would love for him to be here, right? Like all these songs that they're producing, right? Like it sounds corny, right, for me to say it, but the songs are true. With the rum and people drinking and people getting horned because their husband is drinking rum and doing this and that and
Can you explain to
third.
people who don't know what getting
So
horned
the
is?
word horn is a Trini dialect. Basically,
Dirty dialogue.
your man is with another chick. Your husband is stepping to the side of you and doing
Oh my God.
wrong.
Wait, he's doing wrongs.
He's doing wrong. I won't get into
Wrong
it, but he's
acts.
doing wrong actions. That
All right,
we'll
guys,
leave
so-
it there. We'll leave it right there.
Guys, so look,
Okay.
when I was younger and I had some friends who were like outside of the community, whether they be like, other races or anything like that, and they come to like a birthday party and they see this entire table set just for liquor.
Yeah.
Like Mesh's
Right? They're
favorite
like,
was
wow, this is
the VSOPs lined up from the one corner to the end.
yeah. No, and
Listen,
like
we
they're
like to
not
drink
used to
rum.
seeing that, right?
We love to drink rum.
Yeah, we don't like, we
But-
love.
But here's the thing. Not everybody can handle the liquor.
Right here, prime example.
I can't.
And the thing is,
I don't
and
drink.
here's the thing. Everybody love to enjoy themselves.
Mhm.
Everybody want to have a good time. Everybody go out to have a good time.
But Bryan, when there's like a funeral, right? Is it necessary to open up the car trunk outside?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know about everybody, but right in the Madrasi terms,
Yeah.
when a person is born, when a baby is born, you cry. When they die, you celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I understand
Right.
that.
Because the suffering's over.
Thank you. They cry because you're just coming into the world. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of obstacles.
It's Kalyug.
Oh,
That's what-
jeez.
Tamesh, can you explain to me what Kalyug?
You open a dictionary, you definitely ain't finding that.
No.
in there.
So we went to a
It's
wedding.
Brandon.
We went to a wedding. I'm not gonna say whose wedding, but we went to a wedding, and the pundit was like, "This is the age of Kalyug."
Oh, I think I remember
Yeah,
that.
and the
wedding.
way how he said it was so funny.
It was so dramatic. So dramatic.
I had to be in the bathroom for that one.
No, but yeah, bro, I understand that. I understand that, but I think sometimes it can be a little bit excessive,
Yeah.
right? What do you
No,
think?
no, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing wrong with having it, right? Like that's not a problem. But I feel like some people don't know when to cut it off, and I think that's where it gets bad, right? Because then you have all these other young kids who see this and think like, okay, this is actually what the culture is, and this is what we should be doing, and then they just focus on that. But
You know, one thing that always irked me,
Mhm.
like, is that every time I go to like a wedding or something, right, or like a religious function, it always irks me because there's always a lot of young kids there. Always a lot of young kids. Me being a drummer, us being drummers, right? Kids are curious. They're curious. They want to know more about it.
Yeah.
The thing that always irked me is that they don't ever know about it because they're not being, educated about it.
Did you break the couch?
No, I didn't break the couch. Danny, don't kill me if I did.
Right? They're not being educated about it. They're not being, involved in the
Yeah.
culture enough to know about the culture.
All right, so look, Bryan, listen to this, right? So if you are a young kid, 14, 15, right? And you see that your parents and your like relatives, right? When someone dies, they drink. When someone gets married, they drink. When someone,
Kid's first birthday.
first birthday, they get plastered.
Every
right?
celebration.
So then I
Yeah.
feel like what the problem
And
becomes
for no
then
reason.
is that when the kid experiences problems later on in life, because we all do, right? All they've seen is just everyone, when they experience anything, they just drink,
Yeah.
Suck rum.
right?
Drink
So
to
then,
solve all their
So
problems.
here's the thing. Everybody has their own problems.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody also have their own solution to their problems. Right? being what it is. Some people smoke cigarettes. Some people drink alcohol.
Some
Some
people
people
smoke
go
weed.
to yoga. Some people, some people turn out to food.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So it's like people cope with certain situations differently, right? Alcohol, I think it was just there for us to enjoy, and not to not to abuse.
no, but Bryan,
Like us coolie people do.
Maybe though you're
We
right.
do abuse it.
Because like growing around the sugarcane fields, right, and being around rum all the time, like being around the production of rum, it was just there. Right?
Yeah,
It was
but
always there. It was
but
always there.
the people like they just don't know their limits. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to have fun, but
But
to an
here's the
extent,
thing, right?
and then they just
No,
go over
Brandon,
it.
here's the thing, right? Let me ask you real quick. Say you're out with a group of friends. You're going out to party, right? The whole idea, quote unquote, party,
Mhm.
have fun. A lot of people pay money for that.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people pay money. It don't cost cheap for you to go out and have fun. It costs money for you to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
True.
People go out to have fun with this idea that yes, everybody that's around them in their surrounding should be there enjoying and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once the alcohol start biting,
The bite of the alcohol.
Yikes.
you become a whole different person.
Yeah.
You can't control yourself with certain things that you say, certain things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You might think that you're controlling yourself, but you're not.
Yeah.
Right? And then not only that, the people around you, for the ones that's not drunk, the sober ones, they're looking at you like, oh, look at this guy. Now they're starting all these types of gossip in their head. Or he's probably a drunk every day. But when you do look at it, you don't know what this person is going through.
True.
He came outside to have the time of his life because he probably have the worst week.
Especially single people when they get their heart broken. I love hanging out with people when they get their heart broken. You know why? Like shout out to my boy D1. He got his heart broken.
Yeah.
This man drank like
Why you putting out D1 like that, man?
he drank like there was no tomorrow. I was like,
D1 gonna see
damn.
this. D1, we love you, bro.
I was like, damn, D1. I didn't know you could do that.
Yo, remember D1? Brandon said that, not me.
It's all right. That's my left hand man to the day I die.
Damn.
Damn, Brandon.
Brandon sauce.
All right.
Nah, not yet.
Hey, yo, wait. Hold up. Time out. Can everybody pick up their cup real quick?
I already
Look
showed
at
it to the
No.
camera.
Okay. Everybody
the
pick up their
kickback
cup real
mug.
quick.
I was just on the wrong one.
I need everybody to see, for me. We're doing our thing. We got the
Yeah, we got a
kickback
little
cup.
mug.
Can you tell me what's in your cup, Brian?
What's in
I
that
got
cup?
coffee in mine.
Stays
What's
A
in
in
very
yours?
nice, cold, chilled beverage.
What's the very nice, cold, chilled beverage?
Some sparkling guava juice.
Terrible. All right, guys. So this is like a good sort of like, good sort of segue. All right.
What's so funny, Rich?
Is it Rich?
No, because look, all right. So when you're growing up and you're a teenager and you may have some melancholy.
What?
Brandon, can you spell that for me? Melancholy.
I got you.
Brandon can't spell for nothing.
Whoa, chill.
Brandon's a math teacher.
I'm a
Hold
math
on.
teacher. I'm not English, but I can spell this. I can spell this like in the back of my
Hold on.
head.
Tell me what melancholy
Brandon
means, sir.
can't pronounce
Hold on,
melancholy.
hold on.
Wait. Not only do you have,
Melancholy.
Time out.
Can
Now,
you
time out.
Using his sentence.
Time out.
Can you give me the definition, please?
You're gonna get the definition and everything, but not only
The,
you
the,
spell
the
it,
spelling be
but you
coming up
gotta
too.
use it
I got you, I got
in
you.
a sentence.
Can I use it in a
He
sentence?
just used it in a sentence.
He
You
didn't use it in a
Okay.
goddamn
Okay.
sentence.
All right. So
Wait, you still want me to spell it, or
yeah, absolutely. So
so you basically want me to embarrass myself?
the boy, the
Oh, there's
boy,
nothing new, Brandon. There's nothing
the
new.
boy felt melancholy.
All right, melancholy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
M-E-L collie.
Spelling bee.
Can I have the etymology of the word? Please?
Oh Jesus Christ, Rich, you're the doctor here.
No. All right. So that means like depression, right? So like, if you're a teenager and you're going through some teenage angst, right? Some teenage like depression,
Why you
right?
gonna just say depression? Why you gotta make it so like?
No, I want to test Brandon. That's why.
I failed, as you can
No.
see.
All right. So
We're
look, all
holding
right.
ourselves to a higher standard.
if you go to your parents at that age and you're like, Mom and Dad, I'm feeling a little bit depressed. They'll be like, why?
Yeah, no. And
Why are you depressed?
in the Kuli community, they'd be like, "What is depression?" Like they act like they
You
don't
have
exist.
food and you have a roof over your head.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They
So,
act like that doesn't even exist.
back into the topic that you was asking about. Some of the like toxic things in our community.
Well, that's what we're talking
Kuli
about.
people. Coolie people or Caribbean people, I should say.
Stop saying Coolie.
Yeah, don't say Coolies. Use the other C word.
What was it?
Caribbean.
Caribbean people.
Caribbean people.
Yeah, we can't use
Right.
that.
Indo.
It's,
Being that we're brown skinned, you know, being
I'm
that
kinda
we're
light.
dark skinned,
I don't like mayo.
a lot of people look down on us.
wait.
A lot of people look down on us because, you know, they think that we're just, you know,
So
some
as
type
Danny
of
said, they look
minority.
down on us because like we're short, right?
Hmm?
Because we're
Mm.
short.
Oh my god.
Look at me.
Right. Before you go there, right?
Yes.
Go off on a rant.
When you, all right, have you ever felt down before?
Mesh,
We all feel down
how it tastes,
sometimes,
Mesh?
Of course.
right?
Of course.
Now, if you were to go to your parents, right, and tell them like, "Mom and Dad, I'm feeling kind of down," what would
Look.
they tell you?
For example, I got a couple bets in right now, right?
Oh jeez.
No, I'm talking about like when you're a teenager, though.
Oh, definitely. I
All
was
right.
down a lot
Because
of
you're,
times.
you're sort of
I feel like, even to that fact, sometimes you may be afraid to even bring that up, right? Because you already kind of know in the back of your head what their response may be. Like you said, like, oh, you got food on your table, you got a house,
A roof over your head,
roof over your head, you got food on your table, you got
clothes over your back.
Exactly.
You know, one thing I will say, right? And you guys can't, say the same thing with what I'm gonna say. I wasn't born here, right?
Mhm.
I came here from nothing, literally from nothing. Like we literally have to come over here and start afresh, right? It was a tough time for us. We didn't know people. We didn't have connections.
Mhm.
It was really hard, but trial and error got us to where we're at right now,
yeah.
right? And that's good because I think without those trial and error, I would have never been able to be the person that I am, where I could differentiate from certain things that you guys have
Mhm.
out here that y'all can't experience back in Guyana, which I did.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, for example, y'all not able to come outside and play cricket as a little kid at any given time of the day or night. I was able to do that. Y'all can't say y'all went to back down.
Mesh goes to back them all the
You
time.
went to back
Prince
down?
of Guyana.
Mesh is the Prince of Guyana
Mesh,
here.
the
Wait,
Prince
hold
of
on,
Guyana.
before we continue, Mesh, did you use the jet
hold on,
black
we
today?
talking-
Ray is the Prince.
Did you use the jet black
What are
today
you talking
just
about?
for
This
men?
is natural.
It
He's
is-
the hair.
That's
Oh,
not no,
jeez,
that's not
natural
no
way.
natural.
Wait,
Bro,
that
That is not no
conversation took a
natural.
whole turn. We gotta go back,
Go back. Go
Oh,
back in
sorry.
reverse.
I'm sorry.
You go back
Go
down?
back.
We embarrassed him.
Y'all
Hold
go
on,
back
hold on.
down?
Brian, leave back down for one quick second. If you were feeling down, right, and you go to say, "Oh, Mom, I'm feeling down," what's she gonna tell you, like specifically, verbatim?
So give you 2 rotis to eat.
So, here's the thing. My mama is different from everybody's mama.
Yeah.
Mm.
If I'm down, she gonna beat me.
No,
What
that's what
the
I'm saying.
hell?
That's what I'm saying, right? So instead of like investigating,
So I was not
What's
able to
wrong?
go to my mama and say, "Oh, mama, I'm down," or "I'm feeling sad."
yeah. Brandon, what about you? If we're feeling down, and you
If
went
I
to
fell
your-
down, I told my mama open her arms like this. I don't care, Mesh. You can laugh. I'm a big mama's boy. I love my mama. She said,
All right,
come
Mesh,
here,
what about
boy.
you?
She
What
give me a
about
nice
you?
big hug and a kiss.
I mean, I wouldn't even bring it up, to be honest. I'd be afraid because I don't even know how to even address that. But I mean, I came from a
You're
place.
afraid because of the outcome that you might get from your
No,
mama.
because I've
or
never
from-
seen it before. So to me, it's like foreign. Like what what kind of, I don't know how to navigate this area because I've never seen it before, right? And even to that, it's like I've lived and I've seen it where it's like if there was an issue, the next day you kind of just forget about it, right? And you start from scratch. Like every day is a new day. And like there was a point in time where I used to think about like that too. Like, okay, if you have a problem with somebody or something happens, that doesn't carry over to the next day and you forget about it and you just continue doing what you got to do. But as I got older, I learned like, that's not
Deal
how
with it, yeah.
life works, right? Like you don't just hide from your problems or you don't like reset your issues,
Can't
don't
just
reset the
bottle it
next
up.
day.
Because you remember, once
It
you bottle
continues.
it up,
yeah.
that bottle is gonna explode one
Yeah.
day.
No, so it's funny you bring that up because I have a friend, right? Nothing against him. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want to air him out. I remember he liked the
You
same.
really aired out D1 though.
No, well, D was different. D was my brother. But I had another friend in school growing up, right? And he's a guy, but he had a boyfriend. Nothing against me. I didn't feel the type of way, but when he came with his parents, they were like, "Oh, what's going on?" They beat him when he brought the guy home, and something today is like, can't really help you. Can't beat your kid. If that's what he likes, that's what he likes. So seeing that growing up too, that was one big thing that really stood out to me because I don't a lot of people might take that as a bad thing, but then again, you can't dictate someone's life. If
You
that's
know-
what they choose, and that's what
Brian,
they choose.
Brian,
One thing,
what
one
was
thing
it?
I want to
What?
say real quick, right? One thing I want to say real quick from what you're saying. Your mom and dad might be the reason why you're on this planet Earth, right? But they don't control your mind.
True.
They don't control you. Literally,
don't,
they
but-
cannot control you.
A lot of the things that are surrounding you is what controls how you think and how you act,
Yep.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right? So
It's your surrounding,
not
it's your
do it-
environment. Your environment
yeah.
is what controls
But
you.
even though it's not
because-
your parents directly, indirectly, it still is them because you spend your entire life
Oh
around them.
no,
and
of
seeing
course.
how
No,
they
I'm
act,
saying, there's nothing wrong with being scared of your parents. For me, there's nothing wrong with being scared of your parents. But at the end of the day, your parents will not be there with you in your household when you have your own family. You know what I'm saying? You're the head of your household.
Mhm.
For me, so you have to like set the rules, set the boundaries. Certain things that your
Well, yeah.
family
So you
can do, and
say for
certain-
the
and certain
future,
things that they
it could be
can't do.
different. Yeah, definitely for the future, it could be different. But we're talking about like how it is now, and especially for like our generation because we have it the rough, right? Because we all, majority of us here, are first generation
First
first generation Guyanese Americans, right? Or Caribbean Americans, wherever we came from. Our parents came from these countries and they came to America, and now we have to assimilate life over here. So that's another problem, right? That's another thing that we can like discuss as well. The fact that our parents left their countries and came over here, but yet they still haven't fully adapted to kind of the lifestyle that's more acceptable over here, right? So if you look at people who were born in America, real Americans, like they live a completely different life than we did, right? Like if you
Yeah.
had other kids that you went to school with, like
They don't plant rice.
yeah, they
all
don't
day.
do the same things that we've been doing.
Sorry.
Not
plant
one
rice, but-
thing, one thing I will say though, right? One thing I will say, just like our ancestors when they came from India, right, to these Caribbean countries, they brought their heritage with them.
Mhm.
When our parents and grandparents left Guyana and Trinidad, all these Caribbean countries to come to migrate to the U.S.,
Mhm.
just like our ancestors,
No, I'm not
they
saying that
brought
they-
the cultures with them.
But I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they shouldn't
They
bring the
brought the
culture.
tradition with them.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with bringing the culture, but it's also good to assimilate to where you come from, right? Because we are not in Guyana anymore. We are not in Trinidad no more. We're in America.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not that you can definitely bring the culture, but it's also about kind of adapting and kind of accepting some of the norms that are part of America, right? Like being able to talk about your problems. Like if you need help, seeking like, a psychologist or whatever it is, like things like that. People kind of look at, a therapist or whatever. Sometimes people say that and they're like, oh shit, you're crazy. Like people might think you're crazy if you tell them you have a therapist, but that's not the truth. Sometimes people may need that. You have another voice to speak to. Or if you go to the doctor, sometimes, some of our parents and stuff like that, they're afraid to go to the doctors. They're afraid to take medication because they're like, oh, these
I'm gonna
guys are
drink a
trying to
Bush
kill
tea.
me.
You know what I think?
Yeah, they got home
God.
remedies for
Well,
themselves.
Bush tea, Brandon?
I think being the fact that they're coming from this third world
I'll
country,
push you the red cork.
right?
Mhm.
To be able to talk
Part of the
to
problem,
a psychologist, right? To open up to a psychologist,
Mhm.
that means you're telling them about your lifestyle and the things that's going on in your life.
Yeah.
For a psychologist in the US, they wouldn't have that understanding that someone is coming from the Caribbean country.
No, but now I
Because
think it's cool
certain
that
things are so different.
right, but there
Oh, I
are
agree.
psychologists that are from our community now, right? And that I think is something that a lot of people should take advantage of because
Yeah.
I think they understand the culture, they understand our like background, they understand like some of the issues that we have, really accepting or approaching them, right? And one of those things is just like Mesh said, is if you say you're going to a psychologist, they're like, you're crazy,
Yeah.
right? And
Before they were saying that you're crazy.
yeah,
Now that's definitely needed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now
It's
it's
definitely
needed. Yeah.
needed.
I'm not saying you need to see a
thank
psychologist.
you for
but-
saying that because now there are so
Therapist.
many more opportunities for people to go to, right? So many different options for you to go to
Mhm.
and not be scared. Because before you were scared or people were scared to go to certain people to tell them about their lifestyle,
Mhm.
tell them about what's going on. Because of the simple fact that we didn't really know if these people was going to go back and say it to somebody else.
Well, now they have.
Yeah.
That's why they say they're the voice of the voiceless.
But I mean, let's be real about it too, right? Like, Guyana has one of the highest suicide rates in the whole entire world, right? Like, I mean, why is that? Is it because people don't have the ability to talk to somebody about whatever issues they have?
why though? Why is in Guyana? Why is the popular modality of suicide drinking Gramazone? Things unfortunately happen, right?
Mhm.
And like I don't think the best way to go about it is to drink anything. Not drinking rum, not drinking grandma's own, not like
Yeah.
I think the best thing to drink is a goddamn cup of coffee or a cup of tea.
but look, this is why we're here, right? Because most likely these things are not going to
Yeah.
change, right? But we're at least giving it a platform to talk about, right? We're to talk about it, right?
But like in Guyana specifically, right? Like I mean, there's such a high suicide rate that we discussed, right? But it's also like you live in such a calm and beautiful place, right? So it's like you would think that if you needed to take some time to like blow off some steam or just like clear your head, there's so many different places you could go. I mean, you could walk outside.
See, But that's the thing. A lot of these young folks, a lot of these young people, they think just because their heart is broken because they caught their girlfriend cheating on them, that's the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of them are overly
And what
dramatic.
you think they
for sure.
do? They go and try to end their life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have such a high suicide rate. Because once you go home or once you think you're in love with somebody and then they start playing you, unlike the people out here in the United States, if you get your heart broken today, you're probably in a club tomorrow finding somebody else.
Shout out to my
Probably in a
man
bar.
D1.
That's why though, like
Right?
when you're in Guyana though, love is
But-
not. It shouldn't be everything, right? When you're 17 years old, you shouldn't be getting married. I know it's a very different life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
Different
totally,
lifestyle,
it's totally
right?
different. It's
But-
totally different.
and it's hard for someone like me who was born here to tell someone in Guyana like you
Yeah.
shouldn't be married at 18 years old.
See,
you
but
should-
that's
yeah.
the thing. Our grandparents was having kids. 13,
16,
14
yeah.
years old, they were having kids.
13, Jesus, Brian. No, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
but that's not the same as nowadays, right?
Now it's not. Now it's not. Now it's not because we learned that, yeah, you might want to have kids at 13, 14 years old, but then you end your life because now you got to take care of them kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even live your life because now you're stuck feeling for somebody else.
All right, so okay, Brian, let's
Good point, yeah.
use that as our next point,
segue.
right? So, Brandon, can you give me the best girl voice you got?
The best girl voice.
Yeah.
Rich, I think you're the one for this.
All right, so can someone
Actually,
give
no,
me,
the biggest girl here is Mesh.
How
Let's go
many
with
hours?
Mesh.
no,
girl?
give me. All right, just
We need
let's do a
girls.
little bit of like scene play, right? Like
Let's go start with Mesh.
What is this? What do you?
I don't have the
All right,
best girl voice.
Brandon,
speaking
let's
your
say your
regular
name was
voice.
like Brenda.
Oh God.
Okay, right?
All right. What should we talk about?
Talk about like I don't know anything.
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
All right, so say if we have Brenda. Brenda's going to the family gathering at her
Boyfriend's house?
grandmother's house,
Okay.
right? And she's seeing her aunts
Really interested to
there
see where this is going.
for
Yeah.
a while.
You and me both.
Is there China there?
No, I'm trying to make it
Just trying to
like
get a
all right, I
word
want to
here.
paint a picture for you guys.
You're
right?
not Leonardo da
Hey,
Vinci.
paint
We
it a
have-
little faster.
Hold up, real quick. Time out.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah,
I want to ask,
Yeah.
do y'all know what Baku is?
This is off the topic, Brian. This is off the topic, Brian.
Wait. Hold on, bro. Wait. Let me finish my
Rich,
my
paint it fast. Paint it faster.
scene.
Paint it fast.
All right. No. I want you to see what I'm seeing. I want you to see what I'm seeing.
the scene.
No. Okay, so we have Brenda Bisnoff here. Brenda's going to his
Oh,
grandma's
geez.
house. Brenda sees
My
his
grandma
auntie,
dead.
his auntie Sally. Right?
Okay.
Her auntie Sally.
Mm-hmm.
And her auntie Sally says, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You look real fat.
Mm.
Right? You're almost 30. Why aren't you having kids?
Okay.
Mm.
Not married.
You're not married yet.
No, how can I have kids? I'm not married unless I have a baby daddy.
No one really likes you. What are you doing? Like,
You get too old and nobody want to be with you after that.
Maybe because they see the flaps to the side.
Muffin tops.
I don't
Yeah,
think
and-
Brandon
Well-
gets the idea. You're trying to paint it.
Oh God.
well, that was my
Great
my-
attempt. Great attempt.
No, but that's the problem with today's society. You know, you have a little extra fat, you know, or you have like a mole in your face that makes, you know, that alters the way you look. People look at that and they judge you off of it, which is, I don't see, you know, I love them all shapes and sizes, right? As how they come.
No, I think especially for a girl, right, when they're receiving pressure from their aunts or their mom or their grandma, asking them, or telling them that they got too fat or that
Why aren't you married at this age?
why aren't you married?
No kids.
Right? And like, this isn't like the 80s or like the 90s, right? Like this is a new age.
I just think Caribbean people have no filter, right? They just say whatever.
Well, that's true, right? But
Whatever's
one
on top of
thing,
their mind.
one thing that I've seen and like I've read about, actually I forgot the name of the book, but a woman's life starts at 18, right? We don't see it as men, right? But a woman's life starts at 18. A man's life starts at 30. You know why?
Then I'm young.
Because so
Bro, you real young, bro?
so growing up,
You
right?
get to this information.
I don't know where this is going, but let's see.
All
As a
right.
man, right? We could always push back. We don't have eggs in us where as women they have to freeze the eggs if time gets too late. They have to have kids at a certain age. Women at a young age, they want to get married at a certain age. They see a dream, they see a house, they see kids, they see family at very young, 18 usually. Right? Versus a guy, we have time to play with. You could always find, no matter what age, right?
What? This is a
But-
family show.
No, it's true, right? But it's the human body now, Rich.
Yeah.
As a man, right, at any age you could produce versus a woman, you after a certain age, eggs can't be produced. So women tend to, that's why they look for the life partner earlier. They tend to do this earlier, and they have certain actions that they put in play before a male.
No, well, so look, right? When a female is hearing these things,
What is this? What are we doing? Is it,
No, I'm
is
true.
it a health class here?
It's true.
It's not what we
I'm a
do.
teacher,
wait,
Mesh.
Brandon did teach health one time, right?
Yes, I
Oh
did.
man,
Yo, speaking of health,
teach
question
them-
Brandon's overall teaching ability. To be honest,
Oh,
Speaking of health.
jeez.
Our folks, right? And we're staying under that topic, right? The topic tree.
The painting.
we gotta visually paint it up for these guys.
Oh God. Oh,
No.
jeez.
So look, right? What was I saying now?
Oh, your painting board.
All right, so we have Caribbean people tend to just say whatever comes out their mouth, right? So how do you think we can prevent that from happening as a new generation? Because I've seen even family members that are still in their like 40s that are doing this still, that say these things like, oh, you're too dark, why you're not married, like we were saying, like, why don't you have kids, all these other things. I mean, and 40 is not that old, right? So you just have that mindset at 40 is like still kind of like, okay, like why haven't you, again, being more open-minded or being a little more conscious of what you're saying and who you're saying it to, right? So how can we prevent these things, or how can we let people know that it's not right? Like, do we ever say anything? Like, I know people said stuff like that to me, and I haven't never like said, oh, this is wrong, right? Like, I've never outwardly spoken and said this is wrong, because obviously you're afraid to talk back to your elders, right? Or anybody that's older than you, you're afraid to say no to them or say that's wrong. So you just sit there and you kind of smile, laugh it away, right? That's kind of like the solution to it. But how can we get better at that? How can we, do we address it? What do you guys think about that?
I tried to address it, right? I have this uncle, and he's always, every time he's drinking, and yes, again,
Goes back to the rum.
back to the rum, right? Every time this man is drinking, we be in family gatherings, right? And he will go back on the stories to the time when I was a little baby and he was changing my diaper.
Yeah.
As grown as I am, right? As grown as I am, I don't want to hear you talk about changing my diaper, right? And what always irks me is that he don't ever say that stuff when he's sober. But it's the first topic to come out of his mouth when he's
Mhm.
drunk. I try to talk to him about it. I try to like put him to the side when he's sober about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it.
Well, I mean, and so that's a great point,
Yeah.
Brian, right? That's another problem too. It's like, even if you do bring it up, a lot of these older generation people, they're not open-minded at all, right? They have no idea, like they're not open to any type of
And
like
that's the thing,
dialogue.
like, they don't understand that, like, you're not a little kid anymore that you could say certain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're a grown person. Not only that, at the end of the day, you have your own feelings.
Yeah.
That's true.
You have your own feelings. So now imagine you're standing in a crowd with your friends, with your acquaintances, right? And then have a family member that's drunk out of his ass come up
Mhm.
in your little circle, right? Into your little conversation. Oh yeah, when he was little, I was changing his diaper. When he was little, that I was doing this, that, and the
Yeah,
third.
embarrass you, yeah.
And started
Yeah.
embarrassing the hell out of you. Do you know how bad you feel when that happened? Now, what can you say at that moment to that person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
can't really say
literally
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, you
There's
can't say
literally
nothing.
nothing that you can say, because
You're going to laugh
the
it
minute
off.
you say something to that person, it's turning into something bigger.
Yeah.
Now you
yeah.
start fighting.
Then
now
they
there's
get
a whole
upset that
problem.
you
Yeah,
mentioned
they
it,
get
yeah.
upset that you said
There's a
so
whole
man,
problem.
like,
Now
that's the
this
crazy
person
thing.
will talk to that person.
They have the
that person
audacity
will
to
talk to
get
this
mad.
person. This person won't look at that person. That person won't look at this person, but got a stuff to say about that person. And then what they don't realize is that
Well,
at the
that's
end of the
another
day,
thing.
we're
The
still family
gossip.
members. You're gonna say this thing to that person about this
The
person,
game of telephone.
and it's gonna come back.
No, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of he said, she said, right?
No,
Exactly.
well,
That's a
guys, the
lot.
only way.
Bro, leave it up to us Guyanese and Trinidadians for that lot of he say and she say stuff, we're very good at it. Very good at it.
Yeah.
I actually got a question. I'm gonna shoot this one right back to you, Bryan. Right.
Mm.
So why do older generations, right, tie success so heavily like to like marriage and children and all that stuff? Why do you think so?
So I think my knowledge towards that would probably be when our ancestors came, they just came. They didn't have nothing here. They didn't have no one here.
So it's like
they need to
stability,
populate it.
right?
They need to populate and have their race with them. Have more of them.
Well, I think it was more of like you kind of needed a family to kind of help get things done, right? Because back then, I mean,
Also,
you had,
right.
you know, you had the wife
There's
that would take
a lot of
care.
responsibilities, a lot of chores that need to be done, a lot of field that need to get plowed, a lot of cane. Seriously, a lot of field that need to get plowed, a lot of livestock that need to get tended to.
It was like a teamwork kind of thing.
No,
That's what I'm trying to
exactly.
say, right? Like you
So
have
imagine this,
It
right?
takes a village to raise one kid, right? As they say.
Literally. So now, ain't 4 pairs of hands better than one?
True.
No, but Bryce, so I think.
but that,
Go ahead, Mesh. Go
to
ahead.
the point that I was trying to make, right, is that the reason why I think it was like that is because, like I said, they came together to kind of form a team, but the team got divided in their roles, right? Because the man would be outside working all day, cutting cane, and then you have the wife or whoever staying at home to do all the house chores and take care of the
They was
kids.
doing the
and,
chores and they was cooking
you know,
the
and then the
meals,
husband will
cleaning
come
the house.
tending to the kids.
he gets paid, he gives the money to the wife, and the wife takes care of the finances,
but
everything
now,
else like
is
that.
it like that anymore?
But I'm saying that kind of mindset has also still kind of transferred over into today's world indirectly. In another form, there's still kind of ways where people still assume that women need to also have those kind of roles too, right? And that's like another
But
another
remember this.
issue.
Remember this. We fought for equal rights. Right? Now we got women working the jobs that only men were supposed to work.
Bro,
Instead of the man going to work and then the women.
What is this, 1920s?
I'm not saying we as us here. I'm talking about we as in
women's
people.
suffrage movement.
Right? People fought for women's rights, right?
no. I mean, they can vote, absolutely. But I mean, I'm
Now you got women that can vote. Like,
I need you to help me here.
It's not about women's suffrage. No, guys.
I'm talking about the
Roaring
roaring
20s?
The roaring 20s. No, guys, look. Hold on. First, let's make something clear here, right? We are a progressive group here. We like, right? But like,
I just want to say, how could we change that mindset? Because that has indirectly still been a part of issues today. Even older people.
What I'm trying to tell you is that we went from where the man only used to go to work and the women was always in the kitchen doing all the chores to now where women are doing the same jobs, right? Instead of being in the kitchen or doing the chores and taking care of the household.
Yeah. No, but so look, this
They
is
want to go out and work now. They want to
Yeah.
make money now.
My name is Mark Prasad. I'm a personal injury attorney located in New York. My firm and myself are located in Queens, New York. We represent all of New York, whether you're in Queens County, Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, Long Island, Nassau, or Suffolk. I'm an attorney that can get you the maximum compensation for the injuries that you have from an accident. If you've ever been involved in an accident, give me a call at 657-799-6171. I guarantee you I will fight till the end to get the maximum compensation for you.
no, which is why though I think like when
But even now, like, all right, to say that now, right? Like, even if that's the case now, you still have some parents that are saying like, oh, like why is the women still working? Why is the women like, if they have kids, like why are they going to continue to work? Why are they not at home? Like, like who's going to do it? Like they assume like
independent.
once you have the kids, that all of a sudden that's it, right? That changes.
No, but nowadays when you have girls that are going to school for 4 to 6, even 8 years, depending what career they choose, they're having kids at age 20. Right,
everybody's
like
putting their future
right?
ahead of the,
You gotta make. This is New York City out here, guys. Like you gotta make some cash, right?
Oh no, definitely you gotta make
some
cash because if you don't make no goddamn cash, you can't survive.
That's right. And then like if you just listen and just make a child, and you don't have any finances, you're gonna be in for a really hard time.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in for a really, really hard time. Right. So I think the only way to really deal with those things, Mesh, to sort of, go back to what you were saying, is ignore it. Right. That's unfortunately the only thing you can do.
No,
right?
I agree to a point. I definitely agree. Yeah, I think it's more of like understanding that, certain older generations are of a different mindset, and you really can't change that mindset, right? Because if somebody's been thinking about something the same way for 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like think about when the first phone came out. Like people looked at the first phone, they're like, how did I use this? Like I don't even know what to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were just like not trying to adapt to it at all.
My dad still don't know how to use a phone.
Guys, I wanted to ask, right? Has this ever occurred to anyone of y'all? Where somebody come up to you and talk about arranged marriage?
Of course. Well, not to me, but I've heard of it. Like, I have a friend when I went to go to St. John's. His parents actually from is it Bangladesh? His parents actually arranged for him to get married to another girl, and he had to go back to his home in Bangladesh. They set up the whole 9 yards, the big wedding whatsoever, to marry her, to actually bring her back here and start life. And what was the case? It was he went to work 9 to 5. He was a business major, I believe. Went to work 9 to 5, make the money, bring home, and his wife used to stay at home, cook, clean, wash. I don't know if they have a kid yet, but that's her life.
Or what about
here.
like a business marriage? Like when I was younger, I remember my dad had this friend who offered me $20,000
to
if I
marry
could
his daughter?
So,
Oh man, I had one of those.
So that's when I said arranged marriages, right?
yeah.
That's actually what I was talking about, right?
Marriage for papers?
For the money.
For the money, for the papers,
$20,000 wedding.
arranged marriages, where you just marry, you
That's
bring the
kinda
bill
cheap
here,
nowadays,
you get the papers,
$20,000?
Well, if you adjust for inflation, Mesh, what do you think?
You know what I could do?
$450 now?
Richie, you know what I could do $20,000? I could buy a Subaru WRX with that money.
There you go.
No, but look, so like think about though, if you were to enter into one of those agreements or one of those relationships where you're marrying someone for cash, right?
Mhm.
And you have to pretend like that. I remember there was a Bollywood film. It was called I forget now what it was called. But
That's
it
the
was,
problem. Everybody, these Indian people watch too much Kuli movie. I mean, it's because people watch too much Indian movies.
yeah, Mesh, what's the matter with
I'm
you?
sorry, but they watch too much Indian movies and they get caught up in
you're
this
right.
lifestyle. That's
It's
why
all
they
these
rating.
soap operas that they're watching where
On ZTV.
Where they get so
from
dramatic.
ZTV and this, that, and the third, right? Where you got these people that's living this certain lifestyle, and then you got your grandparents and your parents telling you, oh, because they saw something from TV, they want you to do the same thing.
Yeah.
They want you to live the same lifestyle. They want you to carry on the same, same way that they're watching on TV. At the end of the day, sit down on the couch and watch the soap opera and leave the living to us. You lived. Let us live. You experienced. Let us experience.
Yeah.
Let us make the mistakes and let us learn from our own mistakes.
Absolutely. No, and guys, I think what we can sort of all agree with right here is that there's no way we can change these things, right?
No, it's beyond our control.
not.
And the only thing that you can do is have a strong sense of self. And if you have like certain goals you want to achieve and you know in your mind that these are your goals, you just have to have a strong mind and be like, you can say whatever you want. And it can't affect me, right? But if you are someone if you have lower self-esteem and lower self-confidence and you sort of struggle with what other people say and this stuff really bothers you, I think the only way to really deal with it is just to build yourself up, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think the mind is the most powerful thing that you have, right? And it's once you have in your mind that you can do whatever you want to do or be whoever you want to be,
Never stop you.
you can never stop it. Like I was chubby when I was small,
You
but
still
that never
are. You still are.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but I
Wait,
never.
I want to pull up the picture. Can I pull up the picture, man?
Oh no, don't do that one.
Look up
I was
Tamesh
light-skinned
in Clinton
when I
High
was
School,
small.
guys.
The Macy's program.
No, but I'm saying I never felt like that in my head. Like I was just chilling. Like I was happy. Like I was,
But back then it was cool to be a little bit like,
not even. No, not
look
really.
like-
but
look
at the
like
same
Fat Joe,
time,
man.
like Fat Joe.
Make sure you have the XL on.
I look like Brandon Mama. Anyway.
Nah, come on, bro. I thought we were all friends.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
get you, Mesh. I'm gonna get you.
No.
But I bring this to say, like, I didn't have that mindset where I felt like, this is like something that's gonna stop me from doing doing whatever I wanted to do, right? So my advice would be like, if you guys keep a strong mind and keep your thoughts, like think about what it is that you want to do and like just don't listen to the other voices that are out there. There's so much more that you can achieve, right? There's a lot more that you could your potential peaks 100 times more than what you think it actually can be. So,
One thing I also think that plays a big key as well is when you have family members that's always thinking that, by them saying certain things to you, right? Like, for example, if you're in school and you're trying to proceed, this like specific thing, you will have these hating ASS cousins, nieces and nephews
Yeah.
I mean, you already said it like 3 times, Bryan.
hating on you, especially if they know that you're doing good.
Oh, so that's a good sort of next sort of segue, right? So
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Always, it's always
no,
yo,
keep
bro,
up the Joneses, but
yo,
with
bro,
like
us Caribbean
why?
people, us Caribbean people is always like a bucket of crabs.
No, well, why is that?
Oh,
why is that
Best
example?
point you made so far, Brian.
Always like a bucket of crabs.
Well, Brian,
best
so
point.
Lolo, in your opinion, right? Why is that example tied so closely to us? I hear so many people say it, right? Crabs in a barrel, and like nobody wants to see anyone else succeed, right?
Because one thing with Caribbean people, right? And I see this a lot. I see this a lot. Caribbean people don't like to see their fellow Caribbean people succeed in life
Well,
do
we're
better
here
than
to
them.
change
or
that.
doing good in life.
We're doing better than them.
That's something though that
Look, for
we're
example,
going to change.
they will look at you in your face. Oh yeah, you're doing good. I'm glad. I'm proud of you. The minute your back is turned, they got the biggest dagger ready to stab you in your back. Literally,
Yeah.
they're trying to find ways to break you down from your success.
Well, why is that though? Because if you look at other cultures, a lot of them tend to come together and help each other.
See,
Like
but
I've
that-
had coworkers that
Here's the thing. With us, we don't like to wait. In order for the community to succeed, right? You know that saying they have, in order to build a dam, little pebbles could build it faster. Then
that's the same.
I never heard that before.
how hard would how hard would it be, right, for you to lift a boulder to put it to make a dam, as opposed to taking pebbles?
No, but yeah, it's I think what that means is just that with more people help,
It's
the
easier,
job,
right?
the job will get done, right? So
Yeah,
look,
but
so
that's
Brian,
the thing.
so when you look at other communities and other cultures, right, that
Yeah.
help each other, right?
Come together. Yeah, all of them live in one house. They pile their money together.
Yeah,
They do everything so
They
that
build
they can,
wealth
They
together.
build wealth together so that way they can all share in the success, right?
Yeah, but can we do that?
But that's what I'm
I
saying. Why
think we
can't
can.
we?
Why? We certainly can.
Yeah, why
And
not?
at the end of the day, we're all
I think,
human,
you
right?
know what
we
I
all
think
have
for
emotions, but
for us, we have this mentality where the first day you're a guest, the second day you're a pest.
I feel
by
the
the
same way
third
about
day-
Mesh.
You ever heard
yeah,
about that?
My mom always says after 3 days,
You know, by the third day
Yes.
you overstayed your
fish,
stay.
yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Was
Rich?
it- no, no.
Fish, what?
So now
After
look
3
at
days,
this, right?
guests and fish both stink. I think so.
Now look at this, right? Imagine leaving
What the
every
hell? It's like how's
someone like in my example, in
I
my
don't know
shoes,
if that applies.
right? So put yourself in my shoes. Imagine leaving everything that you had, and now you're coming to start a brand new life, right? You got family members already over here.
To that point, Brian, right? I've had family members that came from Ghana and came and lived with us for months on end,
months.
for free, like
For free.
literally for free.
Because they didn't have anything,
And they've
and they
been
needed
able,
to
and
start
then
from
once
fresh.
they were able to build their life, they built their life and ran, and that's it.
And
They
they
left.
ran.
They never came
then-
back.
and
They
they
never
never
like
looked
helped
That's it,
out.
thanks.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Like they living better than we were living. Afterwards, they started living better than not only me,
And
but
now
I
they
know
don't
that
look back at
for
you, right?
multiple other people.
They,
And that to me is crazy,
and that's why
right?
that's why I always say, don't ever bite the hand that feeds you. Right?
but I mean,
Because
look,
at
I
one
think-
point, when you came from Guyana, you left everything that you had, and now you come to a different state, to a different country. You have nothing. You have no one.
A different continent.
Now, one of your family members decide to open their door and let you in. Let you in so you could build. You build. Now you got to that state. That family member that let you in is nothing now. Right?
Yeah. And it's not that you're
Now
old
you're gonna
anything.
think because boom. Now that you made it succeed, now that you succeed, right?
Yo, Brian, we running out of time, Brian.
Brian,
Brian,
you
you gotta
gotta
speed
say
it
it.
up, Brian.
Get the point.
Hold on. You
Next.
succeeded. You made it to the top.
Somebody say something.
Right?
Brian, come on.
Your family members, the one that you was housing in your crib, that you let them stay there for free.
Brian, you made this point already. Yes.
I know, but look at this, right? They gonna stay in your crib for free, and now they made it to the top. The minute they made it to the top, they gonna look at you like, oh, now you're a bucket of crab that try to pull them down.
No, well, so look, this is something though that I think that we can actively try to change, right? And there's a saying that goes that everyone wants to see you do well, but not better than them, right?
Of course not.
Right. So, but like if they
To an
do,
extent.
if they do better than you, right?
They'll tell you
then
that
I
they want
think
to.
it's
They want you
clear.
to see. They want to see you do better than
But
them.
Bryan, hold on. It is like clear though when someone is doing better than you, they obviously are working at something and doing something to get them there, right? People just don't like wake up and roll into a stack of cash unless you like win the lottery and stuff. And even so, right? But
like the
Good
point
things
I
take
was
or
trying to
inherit.
make is that you're not like if you do that favor for somebody, they're not owed anything to that. Like they don't owe you nothing, right? But it doesn't mean that you can't just appreciate that person gave you life. Like that person brought you here, gave you that opportunity that nobody did. Because
Yeah.
imagine coming to America straight off a guy or wherever and having to come pay rent in New York. Out of all places, you know what rent costs like in New York, the house of
That's what
living,
I'm saying.
cost of living.
That's what I'm saying. Once you and then if once you let them in your house, right? The house that you're paying your mortgage for, the house that you're paying your light bill for, the house that you're paying your gas for, right? The house that you're paying your water for. All right, boom, you let them stay in your house. And then the minute they made it to the top, or the minute they made it to where they need to get, right? They forget about you, or they look at you like one of them crabs in that bucket, thinking that you're trying to pull them down.
Bryan, so what are some things
Right?
that you think that we can do to like improve that mentality of that crabs in the barrel mentality? Right?
So to be honest, well, going off of Bryan and Mesh, right? It's like I haven't experienced it myself, but like seeing other people, like for example, like seeing people being better because they're evolving, putting in time, putting effort, putting in the work, the grind, right? And then literally when they get to the top, well, I hate to say it like this, right? And I said it to you guys, right? And Mesh might disagree with me, so I'm trying to figure out a way to say it. But why does a Lambo have 2 seats and a minivan has 5?
Because you have a family.
Well, the minivan has 8. Sorry, right? Yes, you have a family, but to get to the top is not an easy road, right? You got to struggle. You're studying, putting in the long nights of studying, investing your money, doing this, doing that to make sure you're at the top, right? But while climbing that mountain, there's gonna be haters there, right? And I said this before at the Christmas party. Why you think, and shout out to RJ Prof if he's ever watching this, he works with me. Why do you think the eagles don't fly with the pigeons? And I said this before. And why does the pigeons don't fly with the eagles? You remember, Mesh?
I'm trying to get the point. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Oh my God.
No, I get it.
I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, right? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about people that you've brought into your family, to bring into your home, to help, to elevate them to the status of the eagles. So do you forget that you were a pigeon, or do you forget that you were flying down there, that you had a minivan before you had the Lambo?
True.
You
Yeah.
can't forget
because
the people who made you who you are.
Can't forget your roots.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't forget your roots ever. Ever.
That's
So
the point.
Also, before you was this big bald eagle, you was once a chick. Literally.
No, that's true. Yeah, you were a chick.
Yeah.
No, you got to remember where you came from.
Hence the term. Once you come into the country and then you got nothing, you're starting from afresh. You know, and a lot of people always take advantage of that. People always do take advantage of it.
So one topic that, well, moving on from crabs and being pulled down, right?
What's your favorite kind of crab, right?
Oh my God.
Buck
Don't,
crab.
Brian, don't even start.
Chris, do
I
not
don't
do
hear
that.
about buck
Don't do
crab.
that.
But
Don't do that.
I would like to move on to the topic. It's a very specific topic. And
I hear about the 2 different types of crabs again.
oh my
I'm
God.
quitting. I'm quitting.
In school, in families, anywhere is mental health,
Yeah.
right? Mental health has always been a big thing. I see a lot of people struggling with it. A lot of people just say, oh, that's something that's make-believe. I think personally mental health is a big thing. I don't think it's make-believe. I think people go through things. That's why people, when they commit suicide, there has to be a reason behind it. When they harm themselves, there has to be a reason behind it. Harming themselves or even ending their lives, right? Mental health, I think, is a serious thing. It's a real thing, right? A lot of people go through it, and I think no one should ever go through that. Mental health, not me. I haven't went through it, but I've seen people in my life go through it, and it hurts, because seeing them, like for example, we had a young pundit in the community, right? And it was mental health. Even though you have a lot of life problems, you should never end your life for that ever. To me,
No, well, look, so like that's something that, and I think one day we're gonna have a mental health specialist, like a psychologist, come and speak with us as a guest, right? But that's a topic that we can go on and on about, right? So, unfortunately, though, like historically, it's not a topic that really has gotten that much attention in our community. But now, though, it's slowly.
It should.
Like I see now, there are a lot of like Guyanese psychologists who are trying to shine some more light on it. About being from the community and struggling with like depression and things like that. So those are some things that definitely we can work on, right? But I just think like maybe in Guyana and Trinidad and other places there was no framework for that, right? So it's not like you can really go to mental health specialists in Guyana, right?
I think to this day they don't still have facilities for people to go and express the traumas that they're going through and their feelings and everything like that. They still don't have that.
And everyone has feelings, right? So it's not like men have feelings, women have feelings, right? So not men more than females. Like we all go through things. Yeah, we all go through things with like expectations from our families and a variety of things, right? But this is
talk to people, man. You gotta start somewhere. Yeah, talk. To
I think that's one of the main things. If ever you're going through anything, literally anybody, whoever it is, you got a friend, you got a family member that you could reach out to, you got a colleague, a coworker that you could reach out to. My best, advice: give them a call.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, give them a call. They might say something to you that you might hate.
Yeah.
But they will steer you away from doing certain things. And I think one of the biggest thing in our community, or like one of the biggest thing in the world today, is that people don't feel comfortable calling anybody or reaching out to anybody with certain things that they're going through in life.
Yeah.
That could potentially lead to suicide.
Yeah.
Or like self-harm. Like
honestly, to be honest, I know this sounds weird, but you can even talk to ChatGPT. You could put that in ChatGPT.
I've been talking to ChatGPT all the time.
Yeah, like
right.
if you're afraid to talk to anybody, you talk to AI. AI will give you a good response. Like, at least
we have AI in today's modern technology. We have AI. We have a smartphone.
Best $20 a month you can spend though is on
We
ChatGPT.
have a smartphone. It's literally a computer in your hand. You get bored, you pull up anything. You want to talk about something. You want to look up something. You want to research about something. It's right there in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
People don't realize it don't take but 2 minutes or 2 seconds to press that call button. How you doing? Are you feeling okay? Also, one thing I want to say, right? And I've been to a lot of funerals. I've been to a lot of wakes, a lot of viewings. Do you know that 90% of men receive their first bouquet of flowers at their funeral?
But I don't know if men really want to. Do you want to receive a
We
bouquet
don't
of
need.
flowers?
Listen.
Brian, you telling me you want a bouquet of flowers?
Listen, it's not.
No,
it's
I
not. It's
understand
not
what you
about a
mean.
bouquet of a flower.
Yeah,
It's not about a bouquet of flower. But what I'm trying to say, the metaphor is what I'm trying to say is that when you're dead, when you're laying lifeless in that coffin, right? You think that person that's laying lifeless in that coffin can see the flowers that you're bringing? Can hear the amount of tears that you're crying, or can see the tears that you're crying, or see the amount of people, or see what the type of outfit that you have on? They can't. But when you're alive, they will never come to you. How you doing? Bring your bouquet of flowers. Are you okay?
Yeah, and
Are you
those
doing
things
good?
definitely matter, right? Those things.
It do matter.
count a
It
lot.
do matter to call friends. All right, it doesn't matter if you have problems with this person. Call them. You never know, that single call might change their whole mindset, their whole life.
Yeah, call somebody, talk to ChatGPT, do something.
ChatGPT is great.
ChatGPT
you can
is
talk
great.
to ChatGPT about anything.
And they'll tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah.
No,
Not
I
what you
mean,
want to hear, but it'll give you suggestions.
sometimes that was a little bit too much, but it can be great. It can be great.
Definitely.
All right, guys, let's talk about doctors, right? Let's talk about healthcare.
AKA you.
No, but look, so I think,
This is a big one, yeah.
This is a very big one.
right? So there's a lot of elderly folks, right, who think that having a good Karila tea
Come on,
will solve their
come on.
issues.
Come on.
Well,
We're gonna do this. You're gonna stick to your modernized American style, and I'm gonna stick to my bush style.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
well, Brian, I
we
think that's a
have-
part of the problem.
Yeah,
That's a part of the problem, right?
You go over the top, over the top.
There's
Keep
nothing that a
going.
shot of punching can do.
Listen,
No, that's
listen. I'm
part of the problem.
I'm gonna tell you some real stuff right now. Me as a little kid, my grandfather used to force me to take SS tonic.
What is that?
It's like a
yeah.
supplement that has all the vitamins and all the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what they believe, yeah.
They believe that it did. But there was also this guy in our village, right? That my grandfather used to get this like homemade remedy medicine kind of thingy. Always in the like water bottles, the used water bottles.
Yeah.
The guy in the water bottles.
What is it, like a
yesterday,
tonic?
It was a tonic. But I promise you, you take one shot of that thing.
Feel brand new.
Brand new is not even the word.
Oh,
Wait, so Brian, what was in this
No,
tonic?
so I would know the last time I went to Guyana, right? And I was in Berbice. My wife's cousin gave me this like bush wine.
I know you
What-
fell in love with it.
What is
he
it?
walked-
Bush wine? Is it moonshine?
I have no idea.
It's kind of so. Bush wine in Guyana
yeah.
is moonshine in America.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like illegal distilled, right? Illegally distilled.
No, this dude went into the bar and he bought it at the bar and he came back and he gave me in a little bottle and he gave it to me and he's like, "You drink this." I drank it. And I went to the bathroom like 5 times. That thing cleared out my whole system.
That's a normal for you,
But I
Mesh.
was like, I don't know what's going on here.
You sure he didn't give you Centipede?
No, I don't know what it was.
Oh, it has some Centipede in it?
Because the way you just said that, I think he gave you Centipede for you to run to the bathroom that much.
Yo, I don't know what that was, but I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not
that was
drinking
a-
So look, I think our cuisine is very carb heavy, right? Like fried rice and chow mein, and
Oh no,
Right.
yo,
Dal
listen,
puri,
listen. We
roti.
love rice.
we love carbs, a lot
We
of carbs.
love rice and roti.
Yeah.
We love rice and roti.
So then, Brian, what happens when you eat so many carbs is that you have high blood sugar.
Not only that, you get a
and
dal
get
belly,
diabetes. Huh?
Mhm.
and you get a dal belly.
That's right. Right. But then, like, when you're diabetic and you have high blood sugar and you have all these issues, that's not the time to consume a bush tea.
Yeah.
Actually, I beg to differ.
Mhm.
Being the fact that we don't have all these like advanced medicine
No, I'm talking about here.
We here.
Oh,
yeah.
out
I'm
here?
talking about here. Yeah.
out here. So look, if 90% of diabetic people out here was to try the medicine that we have back home, I'm talking about homemade remedy medicine.
Is it like Ozempic?
The bush medicine.
Why, Brian? So what is in
I'm
this
talking
bush
about
medicine?
like real herbs.
No,
It's literally
let's clarify something, right? I am a huge proponent of natural things, right? I drink natural juice every day, 3 times a day, actually, right? Lots of herbs and teas and things like that, but as a supplement, right?
look now as a doctor, right? As a doctor,
PA.
as a
Yeah.
you know certain,
correction, Brian.
That is an issue.
I'm sorry.
He takes offense to that.
I am sorry.
No, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm
But-
going to be a doctor."
But right? Being in the medical field, you know that a lot of these medications that's being prescribed to people is nothing but chemicals. Right or wrong?
No, but
No, wait,
no, hold
right or
on,
wrong?
Brian.
Hold
But,
on,
but
he has a
when,
but.
when your
Thank
blood,
you, Brian.
when your blood sugar is sky high,
Mhm.
right? You got to take some chemicals to bring it down, right?
Now look
And
at
that's
this.
not the time to like have some
So-
Karila tea.
Now look at this, right? While you have your chemicals
Yeah.
to bring your blood sugar down, we also have our
But Brian, we
homemade
not in Guyana. This is not
natural
Guyana. This is
remedy
here.
in
You're
Guyana.
missing the
All right,
point
Brian. So
completely.
look, when someone is about to have their foot amputated because their blood sugar is too high, ain't no time for no Karila tea.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. They have like type 3 diabetes.
But that's
whatever
because
the
they,
highest- whatever's the highest
What type
stage
is that?
of diabetes.
I know
Everybody
someone,
they got sugar problems
I
and
know
yet they
someone
still
who
got a
lost a
world of
toe.
sugar in their house.
I know people that lost limbs from diabetes, and then they tried these natural remedies.
All right, so look, Brian, look, my grandma thinks that she shouldn't take her medication, specifically the mental health ones,
Is it good?
because it is bad for her and it's not going to help her. and it's just going to ruin her life even more, right? And I mean, look, these things have pros and cons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, a lot of these medications do help, right? However, lots of natural things also do help, right? Like exercise and going outside and taking a walk. And
But that's the other part of it, right? How many like Caribbean people do you see exercising, especially the older ones?
Yeah, they're lazy.
they don't want to exercise.
You don't see nobody exercising. You barely. I mean, sometimes you might see them walk, but how often do they walk? Right?
They're lazy.
A lot of them are afraid to go. So I guess the point we're trying to make is that a lot of people are afraid to go to their doctor's appointments or even schedule doctor's appointments because they don't believe what the doctors are saying are true. And everything. I don't know how many times I've heard that this is all a scheme to get money. Like if they're trying to rob me, they trying to take my money from me, even though they have insurance and the insurance is paying for it. It's a scheme, right? So how do you dispel?
Oh, wait, Bryan, talk about trying to rub some limacol on things. What does limacol do?
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
Smash, what are your
So-
thoughts on that?
So listen. Hold on.
Oh,
Tell
you
me.
just open up a whole different bag of
Limacar?
worms.
Limacar is the number one thing that you need at a Guyanese, Trinidad, or Caribbean funeral.
I gotta get.
But Bryan,
drunk
but hold on.
for
So,
this.
so I work in orthopedic surgery, right? And sometimes these people come in with some knees that their knees look like this, right?
Bone on
it's
bone,
bone on bone, and like the knee looks like my
like
my
the
arm right
robot.
here.
There's
My
no
elbow,
cap. There's no cap.
right? And they're like, "Oh,
RoboCop.
Bob, me rub some Limacal on them and everything done all right, right?"
No. They're using Limacar for the wrong thing.
What do you think?
That's not Limacar.
No, Limacol.
You don't put Limacal on your knee because your knee's hurting. You put Limacal on your head because your head is hurting and because you're blackout.
No, I remember. Go ahead, man.
Yo,
Wait,
black
this
hole.
doesn't make no damn sense. First of all, I'm gonna make two arguments there. What you just said now that makes it look like Limacol is like one of them. What's the thing that they give drug addicts to revive the Narcan? You made it seem like it was Narcan.
Yo,
No.
it is kind of like a
No,
Narcan.
but hold on, wait. Actually, though, so I remember I was at a family function and someone did pass out.
And what they use?
And my aunt was like, "Bring a Limacal!" No, I remember I
telling you,
told
bro,
my dad
listen,
that, and I was like,
listen.
"Wait, what are they gonna
Just
do?"
like,
Check they grains and Narcan.
just like smelling salt. When someone pass out, right, you use smelling salt to revive them.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna make the point that I think Limacol. I think that is all psychological. People believe that it helps and it
Oh,
doesn't
no.
do anything, so
It's
then
not
they use it and they
psychological.
feel like they feel better. That
I
was my
promise
point.
you put that thing in your nose. In your
You're not supposed to put it in your
You
nose.
put that thing in your nostril, you're gonna wake up real
All
quick.
right.
That's
So,
scary.
what is the proper application for said Limacal?
I don't use it, so I don't know.
So
I had a bottle of this.
That's
hold on.
Bryan. He's the expert
Hold on,
here.
hold on.
Brandon, have you ever used
Wait,
Limacal?
tell me.
Hell no.
Tell me.
Give me icy hot.
I got this.
Give me the patch.
I got this, right?
Go ahead, Bryan.
So, being the fact that I go to a lot of funerals and a lot of
Excuse me,
wakes and a
Bryan.
lot of viewings, right?
Wait, does someone have it on hand?
The best way I seen them use Limacar is that they dump it in their hand and then slap it.
Bomb.
Mesh, have you ever seen that?
Lap somebody with it?
Yeah, that nice
They- I
green
just anointed
fluid.
with the Limacal, man.
And they rub it
Look at
in
my
they
hand.
rub it in the hair.
Man,
They
if
rub
you
it in the
slap
hair,
some
they
of
put
that,
it by the nose.
you might grow some hair back.
Yeah.
It's also Rogaine. No, but look, Bryan, so what is it about Limacal that revives people from fainting? Is it the smell?
I think it's the smell. Just like
Wait, you crying?
They bring the Limacol.
Bring the Limacal, Bryan. Bring the Limacal.
Throw some in your eyes.
just like smelling salt, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's
They gave
so
Bryan
intense,
some
it's so
Limacol before we
strong,
started.
right? With
Yeah.
smelling salt, it's so strong. The minute
Yeah,
you
yeah.
crack it and you took a whiff, instantly. Wasabi,
Yeah.
wasabi. The minute you eat a little too much,
Hello, how about you?
it opens up your nostril. It's the same thing like Limacar.
Yeah.
The minute you put that on your head and you start clapping it on your palate,
On your palate.
Your
No,
palate.
your mouth,
Your
your
mouth,
mouth,
you
I gotta
dumb.
go back to
your two
Nico's.
palate. Right?
Oh,
You need
yeah.
to attend Brandon's health class. That's what you need to do.
Brandon, what did you teach in health, Brandon?
I didn't even teach a class. They was offering.
Oh, they offered you. Oh,
Big
okay.
difference.
I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, Bryan, back to the Limacal.
And on top of that, it wasn't even that scaling, but we can't put that out there.
All right, so wait, quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think worked best for joint pains? Benge or mellow and icy hot?
English, Bryan.
I mean, it's the same thing pretty much.
Yeah, it's the
No, it's
same
not.
thing. Yeah, use the same ingredients to make it. It's just,
Bang is more intense.
No. Tiger Bomb.
Yeah.
So sometimes.
No, not Tiger Bomb. I shot a punch in.
No. Well, that's a part of the problem, right? Right? No, but look. So sometimes I'll smell some like Tiger Bomb on some people, and I'm like, that's.
Oh no, yo,
that's,
that'd be
I start
really,
burning.
That'd be really intense. My eyes will start tearing. My nose will start
I
dripping.
used to think Tiger Bomb came from a tiger.
It does.
No, it don't.
It
And
does?
where did you
Yeah.
get that resource from, bro?
No, but I think though what we can
Tiger
say
grease.
is that
Tiger grease.
Tiger
there
piss.
are some applications where the natural things do work, right? I don't know about when people faint, like they should find life.
One thing that people always say that work, but I tried it and it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
You know those ginseng shots?
What the
Yeah,
oh,
I've seen that. Yeah,
You know the
I've
ginseng
seen
shots?
them. Mhm.
Yeah.
Those Chinese roots.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they say that, once you take it, it's supposed to like
They sell that Sing's Roti shop.
give
I
you
was
like
what
some
the
stamina
hell?
and like, give you energy, like boost your energy and stuff.
What kind of energy are we talking about here? Just for like
Down below.
no, just
On the
just
low.
for
Sorry.
life. For life. Jesus,
Um,
guys, this is a family show.
It's a
This is
scam.
a family show.
PG
Okay,
25.
So we only got 4 minutes left.
Final four.
Let's
Final four?
do the final four.
Who we asking the final four?
We gonna ask questions. In
No, we all make a remark.
All right, Mesh, you
remark.
first.
All
Start
right.
off, Mesh.
Are we gonna end it now? Or we
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
of course.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
went on and on and on.
My cup of empty.
Yo, the drinking
My
thing was
coffee done.
Was not a good idea. We're not doing it again because you guys can't focus. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. What we're gonna do is, since we have no guests, we'll do a final four where we all make a statement, right? So I'll start off by saying we spoke a lot of different issues that you guys wanted to talk about. Most likely toxic traits within the community. But my final remark is that there are resources out there. Don't be afraid to use them. I think taking that first step is kind of the biggest thing that you need to do. Once you take that first step, it's a lot easier. Get out there, talk to somebody, anybody. Just don't not talk. Make that first step, and I think your life can change from that point forward.
Richie?
Absolutely. And on the point of like, if you have family who are very negative or, say things that you don't really like and really get under your skin, the best thing to do, honestly, is to ignore them, right? And to really, just like I said before, have a strong sense of self, have a strong sense of who you are. And people will always say things, and you just can't let it affect you and can't let it really bother you.
Just like what the NYPD says, right? If you see something, say something.
Isn't that
right?
the MTA?
Hell no.
It's MTA, bro.
It's the NYPD.
Is it the NYPD on the MTA?
Well,
All right,
on
whatever.
trains, buses, whatever, right? If you see something, say something. Never be scared to voice yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you're going through something, call someone, text someone. All right, it's never the end of the world.
And drinking is not always
the
solution.
end product, yeah, Bryan.
I think for my final statement, I have to say,
prepare yourself.
don't listen to what anybody have to say.
This might go on for another 10 minutes.
Always go, or if you have something, if you have a mindset on a goal, always pursue your goal. Don't listen to anybody.
Gold.
People are always trying to break you down. People are always trying to bring you down. They're always going to do that because they're hating on what you're doing.
If you fight for your dreams will fight for you.
I had a dream.
Oh, it's not Martin Luther King. Oh God, did he end this immediately?
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
again.
it. We got next episode coming up
Thank you
soon.
for chilling with us
A
at the
lot
Kick Back.
more great guests, a lot more great laughs.
And hey,
thank
if
guys.
you want 10% off your next Tasa booking, you know who to call.
Whoa. Who-
Also,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Definitely
also
editing that out.
like, subscribe, and share.
And comment.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
You guys are dumbasses.
Guys, wait, hold on. No, but hold on.
my God.